The Hanukkah menorah or channukiah is a 9-branched candelabrum lit during the 8-day holiday of Hanukkah, as opposed to the 7-branched menorah used in the ancient temple or as a symbol. On each night of Hanukkah a new branch is lit. The ninth holder, called the shamash, is for a candle used to light all other candles and or to be used as an extra light. To be kosher, the shamash must be offset on a higher or lower plane than the main 8 candles or oil lamps. There are differing opinions as to whether or not all the lights must be arranged in a straight line, or if the channukiah can be arranged in a curve. The menorah is among the most widely produced articles of Jewish ceremonial art. The 7-branched menorah is a traditional symbol of Judaism, along with the Star of David. Public displays. The menorah is often displayed in public around Hanukkah time December. Elected officials often participate in publicly lighting the menorah. The Shabbat Lubavitch movement is well associated with public lighting ceremonies, which it has done since a directive from their last Rebbe, Menachem Mendel Schneerson, in 1987. In the book A Kosher Christmas, 'Tis the Season to be Jewish, author Rabbi Joshua Plaut, Ph.D. details the history of public displays of the menorah across the United States, summarizes the court's cases associated with this issue, and explains how the presidents of the United States came to embrace lighting the menorah during Hanukkah. Since 1979, the White House has been represented at the lighting of the national menorah in celebration of Hanukkah, beginning with the attendance of President Jimmy Carter in the ceremony in Lafayette Park. Additionally, beginning with President Bill Clinton in 1993, a Hanukkah menorah is lit at the White House, and in 2001, President George W. Bush began the annual tradition of a White House Hanukkah party in the White House residence, which includes a menorah candle lighting ceremony. In the United Kingdom, the House of Commons of the United Kingdom each year holds a menorah lighting at the official residence of the Speaker of the House of Commons, located in the Palace of Westminster. The menorah currently used was commissioned by the RT. Honourable Michael J. Martin MP, then Speaker of the House of Commons. Martin is a Roman Catholic. His successor, John Bercow, is coincidentally the first Jewish Speaker of the House of Commons. The world's largest non-Hanukkah 7-branched menorah is in Manado in Indonesia, a country with a Jewish population of less than 5% only. It stands at 62 feet tall. 2 big menorahs are in New York City, each standing at 32 feet. One is at Grand Army Plaza in Brooklyn, world's largest menorah, and the other is lit at 5th Avenue and 59th Street in Manhattan near Central Park. A 4,000-pound structure, it is the work of Israeli artist Yosef Agam. Because of the menorah's heights, Con Edison assists the lighting by using a crane to lift each person to the top. Legalities equals. In the United States, the public display of menorah and Christmas trees on public grounds has been the source of legal battles. Specifically, in the 1989 County of Allegheny v. ACLU case, the majority of the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that the public display of menorah and Christmas trees did not violate the Establishment Clause because the two symbols were not endorsements of the Jewish or Christian faith, rather the two items are part of the same winter holiday season, which, the court found, had attained secular status in U.S. society. Name: the lamp is most commonly called a Hanukkah menorah, or simply menorah for short, whereas in modern Hebrew it is exclusively called a chanukiah, and the Hebrew word menorah simply means lamp. The term chanukiah was coined at the end of the 19th century in Jerusalem by the wife of Eliezer ben Yehuda, the reviver of the Hebrew language. Public collections. Many museums have notable collections of Hanukkah menorah, including the Israel Museum, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and the Jewish Museum, which owns the Lindo lamp. Outside of the Knesset, or Israeli Parliament, there is a 5-meter-high bronze menorah called the Knesset Menorah. There's also a fairly impressive collection in the small Jewish Museum in Rio de Janeiro. Modern menorah, modern menorah with less traditional designs, are gaining in popularity with hundreds of new designs coming out since 2007. A 9-year-old boy in Manhattan raised over $48,000 via a Kickstarter campaign in 2013 to produce a turkey-shaped menorah, to be used to celebrate Thanksgiving. See also, Menorah. References. External links: Yearly lighting of the menorah at the White House in Washington, D.C., Hanukkah lamps from the collection of the Jewish Museum.